It's Tuesday, January 24th, and typos can make a big difference.
I feel this renaissance coming.
You might be hearing Corbin eating in the background. I am short on time tonight. I have to do this quickly because I have a gig in the morning. I'll get to that in a moment here. But I also need to record a voice audition before I go to bed, and I want to get all this taken care of before I run out of time and don't get enough sleep. Anyway, the typo that I was talking about. So it turns out that when I looked at the spreadsheet with my character's name, Juan, there were actually two different characters with the same name. Literally first and last name, same name. Because there's something where a character is looking for mine and finds one randomly on some kind of chatting, dating website. That one had the correct spelling. The other one, however, switched the N and the A, so the other character was Judah or Huna Robles. So I never knew I had a different character for the voice dubbing gig that I finally started last week. So thankfully, it is a bigger character than just the one line. I go back in next week for some dubbing, and I had a great time on my first session. In the middle of it, one of the producers came in and had me audition for another telenovela, and I'll be hearing from that soon. But either way, it's good to have some steady work. The only thing now is waiting for that check, and that's another actor struggle that I'm currently going through that a lot of actors who are trying to get into the biz struggle with. It's kind of twofold. One is the timing of auditions. Many times, we will get our auditions the day before, if not the day of. Very rarely do we get them with a good amount of advance notice. Now, this can be a little difficult, especially for those in the workforce who have jobs that aren't so forgiving with asking for days off in such a short notice. So that becomes a bit of a hassle, and that's part of what makes it difficult to get into this career. Also, the timing of paychecks. Now, especially if they're non-union, it can be a while before you get a paycheck. And laws vary from state to state. So especially in Texas, in non-union, I once had to wait 3 months before I got a check from a commercial. And it was one of those, it wasn't, they just took forever, which would have been one thing. But it had actually slipped their mind in some way or another. And so my agent had to track them down and be like, hey, you haven't paid my client. So that was a little, I don't think I've worked with them again. I don't remember who it was, so hopefully I never will. Unless they got their stuff together, who knows. So that's kind of two examples of struggles that people who are trying to get into this biz go through, if you're not already aware of that. Also, ones that I'm going through right now. I think that's it for now. I'm gonna go record some auditions. I think it's just one, and the other one I can do tomorrow. Oh, the other gig. So, a while back, one of my older posts, I talked about how I signed up with an extras, or a background actors casting company. They gave me a buzz, and when they originally called me, they said they were going to submit me for a stand-in gig. And cut it out, buddy. For those of you who don't know what a stand-in actor is, basically, if I have a physical resemblance to an actor, I will stand in his position while the set and the lighting and all that stuff gets set up. Occasionally, it might be like a shot from over the shoulder. I'll just stand in for that actor right there. I was told that's what I was being submitted for, but when I got a little bit of information today, I was told it was for someone who works in the store. So, I don't know, I'll find out tomorrow. We'll see what I do. It's for the show The Mick, which I think just premiered on Fox. I haven't watched any of the episodes, but it looked really funny. Neither Fox nor The Mick are sponsoring this vlog. But either way, I want to see the show. I hear good things about it. I think that's all I have for now, so Corbin is giving me a hard time here. I don't know if you can hear him. I think he wants to go for a walkie, so I'm going to take him out. So until next time, be excellent to each other.